Hi, I'm Diane Kometa, and today on Dishin with Di, I'm making chocolate, banana, pumpkin, streusel muffins. Just about everything is in this muffin, and it is really delicious, and I can't wait to share it with you. So let's get started today on Dishin with Di. Need some pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie mix, a mashed ripe banana, an egg that's been lightly whisked, some granulated sugar, some light brown sugar, some vanilla extract, and some vegetable oil. You also need some all-purpose flour, salt, baking soda, and pumpkin pie spice. Now, I have my own blend of pumpkin pie spice here, so if you don't have any, you probably have the ingredients for it right in your cupboard. So just go over to dishinwithdi.com or just go visit my channel, and I have a little video that has the measurements on that, okay? And there's other ingredients for the topping for this, but we'll go over that when we get this first part started. So the first thing that you're gonna do is take your dry ingredients and you're gonna combine them. But first, I gotta put my glasses on, and I'm just gonna put a little pumpkin pie spice in here, and then you're just gonna whisk your dry ingredients together. Just get that thoroughly combined. So I'm just gonna set this aside right now, and then I'm gonna start with my wet ingredients. So I have first my pumpkin puree, and I'm gonna put that into my bowl. And I'm also going to add in my banana. Now, I've taken that banana and I mashed that really well with a fork, and I really mashed it well. You can even put it into a mini food processor if you want to, but you just want to make sure that most of the lumps are out of the banana. Not that they're lumpy, but so I'm just going to whisk this together lightly. And then I'm going to add the rest of my ingredients. So I have my egg that's been lightly beaten. I'm going to add that in. And I'm also going to add in my sugars. I'm just going to pour those in there. And I'm just going to whisk this together lightly. Just get everything combined. And I'm going to add the oil in. And a little bit of the vanilla extract. So I'm just going to whisk this together well. And now I'm just going to pour in my dry ingredients. So I'm going to switch from my whisk to my spatula. I'm just going to dump this in here. And you just want to mix this until it's combined. If there's a few small lumps of flour that you see in there, don't worry about them because they'll work their way out in the oven with the heat. But you don't want to overmix it. So it's better to have a few lumps than to be like perfectly smooth. So I'm just going to mix this a little bit more. All right, and now I'm just going to put some of the batter into each of your muffin cups, just halfway. Now, I also have my oven preheated to 350 degrees. So once I get this whole thing together, that's where we're going with this. Okay, so now I'm going to quickly mix together the topping. This is light brown sugar, all-purpose flour, and I have some softened butter and some mini chocolate chips, semi-sweet chocolate chips. They're just so cute. I love them. But first I'm going to mix the brown sugar and the flour together with my fork a little bit. And now add in the butter. So just mix that through. And I just get in there with my hands and do it real quick. So this is what you're looking for right here. And now just pour in the semi-sweet chips and just mix that through with your hand real quick. Now I just do this with my hand. You can do whatever you want, but I just find it more comfortable for me to do it with my hand. Just take it and you're just gonna go around and put a little bit in each muffin tin and top them. So it basically is, you know, coming up to the top. So just get that all in each one. And now what I'm gonna do is take this and put this into my preheated oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. And then I'll show you what that looks like when it's done. My muffins are done, and don't they look delicious? Look at those chocolate chips, and that top is so crispy. Now they cooked for about 22 minutes, and you just wanna cook them until the top gets like a little light brown and golden like they are now. I am making these because my son Dominic is coming back from college for Thanksgiving, and he's not going to be here for a few days. But I wanted to tell you the nice thing about these muffins is that they actually taste better after a couple days when you let them just sit out. I left them out on the counter the last time I made them, and as each day went by, I didn't even cover them, the top got more and more crunchy. So some people would say, oh, that's getting stale, but not to me. It was like getting crunchy and delicious, and inside, all those flavors, like with the banana and the pumpkin spice, and it just all went together, and it just was like a burst of flavor with all this crispness and the little chocolate chips. So it gets better with time. And I have my little tiny glass of milk, fat-free milk, and I'm gonna have a little muffin. I already had one, by the way, but just for you, I wanna show you, but I'm sorry. I need my glasses for everything. So let me just open this up. See, inside it's moist and airy. I love the crunchy top and all those little tiny chocolate chips. It's really delicious. And like I said, the longer you let them sit out, the better they get. So my son will be home in like 3 days. I'm gonna let these sit out, and when he gets here, they are gonna be like at peak perfection. So the recipe is on my website, dishinwithdi.com. So don't forget, go over there, check that out. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And I hope I made your life a little easier, more enjoyable, and delicious. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.